Hello there, I'm John Coupe, and I'm one of 25 CPCAB external verifiers who visit your colleges and training centres. A remote visit is comprised of two parts, and the first part is really down to you, and that is to collect the candidate's work and other documents, and for you to then send it to your EV. The second part is a phone call or a video chat to explore the remaining items. And all the items and everything that I'm going to talk about now are on the remote EV guidance document. So it's on page 4, and that's what we're looking at. So once we and you are ready, and we see on your on the portal that you've registered your groups and you're well into it, you'll receive an invitation from your EV to begin the remote visit process itself. And the guide to the external verification and remote visits clearly explains what is needed. And it's not a massive document, so don't be daunted by it. It's really reasonably easy to read and explain and explore. I or your EV will ask you to send a sample and a range of work from your qualifications. And again, that is set out on page 3. And there it is on page 3, clearly set out for each qualification and what you need to collect and send in. You also need to send in assessed and moderated work from 4 candidates from each group registered. If the tutor is teaching multiple groups at the same level, for instance, CSKL2, then I and your EV will just need to see the assessed work of 4 candidates from that tutor for that level. And that's important that you recognise how that is set. Evidence of moderation and cross-marking across that range of assessments is also needed, and you must provide that too. Arrange to send the work that we've just spoken about securely, either electronically, and that is strongly preferred, or via post. Make sure that's photocopied if at all possible, along with relevant documentation. There's a separate video, by the way, giving pointers on sending documents securely by electronic means, and this can be accessed on the CPCAB website. Now, once sufficient evidence and documents have been received, it will be I or your EV will assess it and verify it, and they will begin to compile your EV report. And once that part is complete, then we will arrange, you and I, for the remote EV visit. And that can either be by phone or video chat, Zoom, Teams, etc., whatever you prefer, whatever you're comfortable working with. And what that's for is for your EV to assess your systems as a whole and to clarify any action points from the last visit. During that visit, try to arrange a meeting with a group via a video link, and then your EV can have a chat to them. If it's not possible to arrange your candidates to be online, then unfortunately, or fortunately, it depends on your take on it, your candidates will have to complete the candidate feedback form that they complete before the meeting. And then they will need to be sent into your EV as well. During the remote visit, we will explore various aspects. Again, all set out, page 4, there it is, a fairly simple list. And I'll pick a couple of 3 things out just to give you some data on that. So we'll confirm that candidates have been registered properly. We ensure that internal assessment is appropriate, is consistent, and it's monitored across all your centres. We'll confirm that tutors and assessors are marking to the level and depth required for the qualification. We'll ensure that you have got adequate and up-to-date management systems, policies and processes in place. We will view the impact that COVID-19 has had on your teaching and learning, and that is obviously quite important at this stage. And where appropriate, we will check how you've prepared your candidates at level 4 to work remotely in their placements and how this is being monitored. And this is quite difficult for you, I know that, but it is absolutely vital. When that's been done, you and I will draft an action plan, and that will be in consultation with you, and it will be designed to address any issues or problems that you and I have identified during that process. When that's done, your EV, will complete the EV report and forward it to CPCAB, who will forward a copy to your centre in the normal way. I recommend, to make it smoother for you if you're the coordinator, to hold a team meeting and involve the whole team in planning and preparing. Let each team member know their role and their responsibilities. And that will make it easier for you and for them, because they'll know what they need to look at. I also suggest that you use a checklist to illustrate the candidate's work that you need to assemble from each tutor. This is the one I use, and I prepare for every one of my centres. I prepare that and then check it off as information and evidence comes in. That makes my job so much easier, and it will yours too. So that there's no wasted time, plan the timing of the remote meeting. Your management, your tutors, the groups who are going to meet your EV, make sure that they're timetabled in. Your EV will work around that. They will make it as easy as they possibly can for you. So make sure that you've got that timed and sorted. Make sure you send the evidence of cross-marking and the internal verifiers completed files as part of the bundle. You'd be amazed how many times that doesn't appear and has to be sent for again. And if there's something that you're not sure of, we're here. Email, phone, speak to your EV, speak to head office. Everybody is there to try and help you and make your job that little bit easier. This is not an easy task if you've not got everything buttoned up. Now that we're more equipped because we've done it once, we've grown so much, we've grown enormously, and hopefully one more push, this will be the last round of EV visits that we'll have to do remotely. So keep safe and thank you. Bye.